Girbeagly.
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly, and if there's one thing that I absolutely love about the internet, it's the endless wealth of quizzes online. There are so many different online quizzes. You can just log onto your browser, you can look up anything that you want to know, you can find out anything you want to find out about yourself. I love the personality quizzes because I always feel like I do uncover some new aspect about myself, which is why today I am over on clickhole.com. If you guys don't know about Clickhole, it's an amazing site. It's got some of the best quizzes out there. They're all very accurate. They're all very scientifically correct quizzes. They definitely nail your personality down. And today's quiz is no exception. This is which one of the kids who I sell samurai swords to are you? This is a question that has been nagging me forever. I actually do own several katanas from back in my martial arts days, and I always think whenever I'm like in my backyard swinging them around and whatever, I'm like, if I was a kid in this neighborhood who happened to buy some katana, some illegal sword from a shady dude here in my neighborhood, like, what would I be like? What kind of kid would I be like? So right here we have a picture of all the kids. They look so happy. And the quiz starts off with, I sell samurai swords to a couple kids in my neighborhood every now and then. There's Cronley, Ben, my neighbor's incredibly rude daughter, and a 12-year-old boy who wears one black garbage bag over his head and only goes by the name The Shadow. Which one of the kids who I sell samurai swords to are you? Take this quiz to find out. Very important pressing questions, guys. I mean, this is something that if you haven't ever considered this, maybe you're not looking into yourself enough. Maybe you're just not existential enough for this world. I don't know. You gotta figure it out. And that's why these amazing quizzes exist. So this first question here we have is, first of all, each one of the neighborhood kids who buy samurai swords from me calls me by some inaccurate version of my name that's not what my name actually is. Which messed up version of my name do you refer to me as? We have Mr. President, the Big Fog, the Sword Bitch, or I refuse to call you anything but Junior because I am far more skilled than you with the sword. All right, so, I mean, if I were a kid and I were buying my sword from the neighborhood vendor, I'd probably, I mean, the Big Fog, you gotta go with the Big Fog. What a name. Iconic, really. All right, so question 2. The kids who buy swords from me also send me text messages all the time, and it makes me wish I never became a sword salesman. It turns my life into an endless hassle where I'm always receiving texts from the kids who want to buy my ancient Japanese weapons. Which one of these texts would you most likely send me when you want to come over and buy a samurai sword? Well, shoot, I mean, got some good options here already. I would most likely text you, I'm coming over to buy lawn medicine from you, because I think if I refer to the swords as lawn medicine, then the police will not be suspicious if they intercept my text. However, I would then immediately follow up this text with a message that says the lawn medicine is swords, which completely defeats the purpose of the original text. So who the hell knows what I'm trying to accomplish? Awesome. Always a good choice. Definitely. I mean, it's self-aware. It's a self-aware answer. We also have, I would most likely text you every single emoji that's available. I would most likely text you, where are the swords? I need the swords. Give them the swords to me now. Very demanding. Okay, the direct approach. I respect it. Or I would break our long one-sided text conversation in which I repeatedly ask you what puberty is to command you to meet me behind my house to sell me a samurai sword. Okay, so we have some options. We definitely do. I like option 1 and 2 the most. I think that those are the two that definitely resonate with me a lot. You know, calling it lawn medicine. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to work around the feds. The feds are always watching for illegal sword deals. But you know what? I'm someone who uses a lot of emojis. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. So that's definitely the one I'm gonna go with here. That's a good choice. I like every single emoji. All right, question 3. The kids in the neighborhood who buy samurai swords from me all like to pay in a bunch of different ways, and none of these ways is money, which is my preferred method of payment. What fucked up way would you pay me for the samurai swords? Oh man, I mean, I'm not a man of much money myself, so maybe I can come up with some good ideas for my own local sword salesman as far as payment options. I would pay you in Mrs. Morrissey bucks, which are pretty useful in Mrs. Morrissey's class. Hey, you know, those teacher dollars, those fake currencies that teachers make, they're onto something. It's cryptocurrency. It's great. I would color in an entire checkbook with a crayon and give the whole thing to you. I don't know about that one, because then you still get a blank checkbook. You could still write, you know, it's a blank check. You could still write yourself a nice check. I would stop screaming as loud as I can directly into your ear and then whisper, "I have paid you with my silence." Okay, I mean, it's an interesting method. Decent payment option though. Or I would turn a burlap sack upside down and 4 severed wolf heads would fall out. No, I don't want to actually kill, I don't want to kill animals. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. I mean, by process of elimination, I'm gonna have to go with number 1. The top one here, Mrs. Morrissey bucks, like I said, cryptocurrency, who knows? Mrs. Morrissey bucks, they could be worth something in the future. You know, Bitcoin's sort of falling behind right now. We could be using this. Anyway, question 4. The kids I sell samurai swords to like to play with the swords after I sell them. How would you play with your samurai sword on the street? I would make a robot outfit out of cardboard boxes, then go to school while waving my samurai swords around wildly while yelling at my teachers that I am a cyborg named Dangerbot, the robot that accidentally kills people. I would mail pictures of me holding the sword to all the girls I think are cute. It's a known fact that girls love boys who hold swords. I mean, what can I say? Just swimming in ladies who are into my katanas. I would wildly swing the sword at your face because I have no regard for human life whatsoever. Or I would show you how adept I am in the ways of the sword by slicing off the tips of your bangs. I need that right now. My bangs keep going into my eyeballs. I don't like it. But not nicking your skin. Then I'd knock you to the ground until suddenly I had the samurai sword at your throat. I would press the blade gently to your neck until it slightly draws blood. And I'd refuse to take it away unless you tell me why my voice has been getting deeper and why I've been growing facial hair. Well, I haven't gotten to that step yet. My voice did get a little bit deeper after puberty, but I'm still waiting for the, you know, the stubble to sort of explode out of my face as I see all the nice burly bearded men of Hollywood have. I'm not envious at all of that. Anyway, I think the first one and the last one, that sounds like way too enterprising. There's like, man, those people have, those kids, Jesus, God, they put a lot of effort into shit. I would probably just, I would mail the pictures, especially because I like the idea. Here's the thing. Mail is dead. Everyone emails, they text, they Snapchat, whatever these days. What happened to good old-fashioned mail? I would mail some pictures of me holding my swords up. I'd send them to all the cute girls, and, you know, one thing leads to another. Suddenly, I got 1,000,000 girlfriends. All right, option number 5, or question number 5. What would you say is the best part about having a samurai sword? I'm now able to win every game of kickball at recess if I pull my sword out and demand that my team won. Ooh, sinister. Samurai swords are a major babe magnet. I mean, what can I say? I can now force my parents to give me even more money than usual. Gosh, all these nefarious purposes for your sword. The samurai did not use their swords for evil. They used them for justice and good. Come on, guys. Or being able to kill so easily while also using it to threaten people for information, like asking them what pubes are and why my friends at school won't stop talking about them. I mean, it's good. The sword can definitely be used to protect, but also attack. And then you can also get that information out of, you know, I mean, pubes, like, what are those? I mean, who knows? Who even knows? I'd like to find out. If a sword would allow me to find out what pubes are, maybe I'd go with that one. I like that one a lot, okay? Yeah, that's good. That's good. We can definitely find out what pubes are together, guys. All right. Question 6. What would you say is the worst part about having a samurai sword? Pff, none of it. Duh, if you're a true samurai. When some copycat at school mimics you with a butter knife and thinks he's just as cool as you, even though his sword sucks and would never be used by the ancient order of the samurai. I mean, you got a point. That's pretty rude. It's very culturally insensitive to wield a butter knife and say it's a sword. Everyone knows it's not. Duh. When girls laugh at the pictures you took of yourself holding your sword, and who then say they don't want to go on a date with you because you're a weirdo who owns a sword. I mean, do you even want a girl who doesn't understand the ancient art of the blade? Geez, probably not. Needing to put loud alarms on your sword so your parents can't take them from you when you're sleeping. Or when teachers take your samurai sword away after you use it to threaten the people who made fun of your voice cracking. Man, this one kid has a lot of puberty issues going on right now. I mean, I can't commiserate too much except for the facial hair thing, but I'm gonna go with the girls laughing. Because like I said, I mean, why are there even people still laughing at people who wield the sword? The sword is a strong weapon. It shows your strength. It shows your honor, your inner courage with an outer material item thing, whatever. Anyway, moving on to question 7. As soon as one of these kids buys a samurai sword from me, they usually go off and try to fight one of their enemies with it. Which one of these would you feel most compelled to try to fight with your samurai sword? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we got some options. We got a picture of a goose. We have a studious girl. We have a waitress serving fried food to patrons. And we have an actual samurai. Look at that dude's armor. That is sick armor, actually. I want that armor. I don't want to kill animals, like I was saying before. Come on. Unless you can equip the goose, like maybe their feet are samurai swords and then they battle you. Like, I mean, you can't see the goose's feet there. Could have samurai swords or feet, which would make it very, very deadly. But I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say the waitress. We're going with the waitress because the waitress is feeding. That's way too many calories. That's way too many calories on that plate of food there. You should know better. You should stop it. You know what? You might not be the root of the problem, but you can stop the process, waitress. You don't have to feed all those calories to that person. All right, question 8. We're already moving on. It says, which of these headlines would run in the local newspaper the day after I sold samurai swords to you? This looks like it's the last question, guys. I'm getting really excited to find out what my personality is going to match up with here. Local child breaks into numerous homes to destroy schoolmates' Lego cities with samurai sword. Local child asks girl to school dance by chasing her with sword. Once again, whoever this kid is, this one who's into the ladies and knows that good lady likes a good sword. I mean, he's a player. He's a romantic. That's what he is. Girl arrested for throwing samurai sword straight through greenhouse. Or masked samurai wielding vigilante steals every Playboy from yet another local gas station. Pfft, no way. Who even pays for porn? Let's go ahead. I mean, are we a romantic? I don't know. Throwing the samurai sword straight through a greenhouse? That sounds like that's ninja skill right there. That's not samurai. Like I said, romanticism. Right there. Local child asks girl to school dance by chasing her with a sword. Let's get our results. Let's find out exactly just how amazing I am. Which child I am. Who am I? I'm Ben. I am Ben. Which one of the kids who I sell samurai swords to you are you? You are Ben. You are Ben and you mainly use your samurai sword to try to impress girls at your school. I sure do. This mostly involves waving your sword around in the parking lot, hoping that girls see you, or mailing the girls pictures of yourself holding the samurai sword while wearing your Little League uniform. Hopefully this is just a phase for you, because it's pretty obvious the girls don't think your samurai sword is cool, and you're probably starting to get on their nerves now. Excuse me, Clickhole. You don't know that. You're just a personality test. You just know my personality. You don't know how the girls feel about it. The girls probably, I mean, everyone has cooties at this age anyway, whatever. Personally, I'm sure they're really impressed by the sword. And maybe as they get older, it's like wine. As it gets older, the more I've done it, like the more I've held the samurai sword and mailed pictures of myself, like, you know, holding it to people, it will age like fine wine and people will just like it that much more. I have a feeling that's how it's gonna work out for me. But anyway, guys, I am Ben. That is my personality right there. If you guys want to take this quiz yourself, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Like I said, very useful for figuring yourself out. If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, if you feel like you can't figure yourself out, if you don't know how to move on in life, clickhole.com has all the best personality quizzes that you could possibly take to find yourself. I just did, and I feel great. Very fulfilled. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also, be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.